Welcome to my first official YouTube video. I'm completely new to this, so bear with me. I'm hoping to get better as I go. I'm going to try really hard to explain things the best I can, give you some decent content. This is my 2005 Jeep LJ. We're going to be doing a bit of an update on it, some new gears, new ball joints, upgraded steering. We're going to go over a few of the things that I'm not super happy with. Now that it's been together for 2 years, there's some things I'd like to change about it. 2005 Jeep LJ, like I said, has a 1.9 TDI motor swapped in it, a crawl box, Rubicon case, Rubicon axles. So we're going to go through, freshen it up, going from 35s to 37s, 410 gearing to 513s. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I don't recommend doing it like this if you need to reuse the threads, but I don't. Sorry. Alright, I'm going to give this a really good wash down. It's been a couple years since I've been in there, so I'm going to get all the dirt off it, then we're going to open up the differential. Alright, we got some better lighting going. We got some degreaser soaking, so we're going to get the old elbow grease out. Well, cleaning the work area turned into washing the entire underside of the Jeep. It needed it. It's been a while. Really hasn't been washed underneath since I put it together 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago. So everything is clean. Ready for tomorrow. We're gonna get here bright and early and start ripping into it. Got a lot of painting to do too. So stay tuned. Good morning. We're back. Everything's nice and dry. I think we're just gonna get right into it. Gonna start with the front. Got my Yukon gears install kit. Got the upgraded tie rods. I have the ball joints in the freezer, so they're a little bit easier to put in. So we're gonna go ahead and blow all this apart. Knuckles off, axles out, diff cover off, gears out. I'll bring you guys in as I go. That looks a little bit better. But hey, what do you know? More dirt. Imagine that. Finding dirt on an off-road vehicle. I'm not a fan of these things now. All it has done is it wore a groove in the axle. Next, we'll get the ball joints unbolted. I'm really impressed I came off by hand. Drop you guys down. Nope. Yes. 32 millimeters for those of you wondering. So what you want to do is put this back on just a bit, just to catch it. Then you're going to take the swing press and violently beat it. Alright, now we rinse and repeat on the other side. Bye-bye. Yeah, those are not a good idea at all. Look at all the rust. Jeez. Now, this side it was actually holding the inner axle seals leaky oil. I do not recommend running those at all. Bad idea. I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy draining. Be interesting to see what the fluid looks like after 2 years. A little bit of chocolate milk. That's not that bad. I've seen worse. Transfer case is not fully disengaged. We'll have to take a look at that too. It looks pretty good in here. There's no metal. Not too shabby. Let's get the styrofoam out of here. Let's get the center section torn out. So when taking a differential out, you want to make sure that there is some kind of marking to tell you the orientation and the side where that cap goes. This one has a factory marking right there, and you can see the identical marking to it right there. And over on this side, you can see that marking is standing up at the top. And there, it might be hard to see, but there's another marking right there. So I don't have to mark these. It's also pretty obvious with the locker which one goes where. This one has the cutout, but if yours doesn't have a locker, gotta look out for these markings. If you don't have those markings, you can take like a punch and mark 1 dot, 1 dot, and 2 dots and 2 dots. And that'll help you know where they go when you put it back together. Alright, take the little air line off. Just like that. So I'm just setting all this stuff aside on a clean piece of newspaper. Way it'll keep it clean. Keep the work area clean. Bracket there. The air locker diaphragm comes over the bearing retaining cap, so they need to be removed and put together. Need a little more elevation. Adjust the camera. And you guys are looking up. Things are looking up. I know. Bad humor. Bad humor. That's all you're going to find around here. This is much easier for 2 people. You can have someone hold the pinion for you while you pry on the carrier. But I'm alone in here today. At least for right now. Alright, success. So when you take these out, you want to pay attention to what side the thick shims came out of, because you're most likely going to reuse those on their respective sides, being that we're using the same carrier. Nothing should really change that much, we're just putting new bearings on it. So I have this one set aside on this side, and the other one is right there underneath. We're just going to leave that there so we know which one was where. Have the cap set out. Got the new stuff set out over here. And next we're going to pop the pinion out. Alright, I already took the pinion nut off. So we're just going to lightly tap. Just like that. Set the yoke aside. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to hold the other side. Just lightly tap that out. Just like so. And pop the seal out. Just like that. Now that wasn't the complete seal, that was just the dust shield. Now this is the seal. Oh dear. She is in there. Say hello to my little friend. There we go. So behind this seal, there will be an oil slinger. You want to pay attention to where this piece goes. Right behind, come on, focus. Right behind the bearing. Gets sandwiched between the bearing and the yoke. So what this does, the oil level sits just above the bottom line of this axle. So there should be always oil about a ½ inch, quarter inch, somewhere around there up on this bearing. So when this slinger, drop the shims, I'll get to those later, hits the oil, it takes it and spins it, slings it, if you will, around the bearing to keep it lubricated. Now I just dropped two very important shims. These go between the bearing and the pinion. Alright, so back to these shims. So the way they work is they rest right there on that shoulder, and that determines the preload for the bearings. So you want to hold on to these because it's a pretty good chance that these are going to be what you need to put back in. So we'll set those aside right there. Again, we have another oil slinger right there. And it doesn't look like we have any other shims underneath. Alright, let's knock the bearing races out. You want to pay attention when you take those out to make sure there's no shims or anything behind it. Now we do the same for the other side. Pop the side seals out. There's one. There's two. Lovely. Alright, let's get this cleaned up. Alright, so I have made a tool for cleaning. All it is a piece of rod with a fender washer welded on the end. Bring you guys over to the business end. Alright, I'm going to keep going with this and bring you guys back in when I'm done. Batteries are always dead. Alright, next we're going to get the carrier stripped down. Perfect. If only you had smell-o-vision. If you know, you know. Because I have this vacuum diaphragm that I need to be very careful with, because you can't buy them anymore. So the best plan of attack here is I'm going to cut the cage off of it, get that out of the way, then I can get a 2-jaw puller on the inner race of this bearing and pull it off. So I'll go ahead, get all that cut off, get set up, bring you guys back in for that. Come on. You put it there. Just like so. Ah, that's perfect. There's room to get this out of the way now. Just like that. Try and keep everything as clean as you can. Okay. Basically do the same thing on the other side. There we go. Alright, we're ready to press the new bearings on it. Hey guys, if you made it this far in the video, I want to thank you very much for watching. I got a lot of content and I didn't want to make the first video too long, so I'm going to stop it right here. There'll be a second video in a couple days, so I'll go ahead and get that all edited up. But for right now, this is where we're going to end it. Again, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and be sure to comment what you'd like to see in the future. Thanks.